All right, I am on. So, how'd you first hear, or actually, tell me who you are.
Steve Edwards,
And what'd you do here at the Marine Corps base?
shoot artillery.
Shoot artillery? And how many years were you in the service?
4.
4 years.
Mm-hmm.
What was the biggest takeaway from being a Marine?
A lot of things.
A lot of things. Give me 3.
Discipline, being able to teach other Marines, and leadership.
Very cool. Something you're going to take into your civilian life?
Absolutely.
Very cool. And how do you feel that troop transition prepared you for your civilian life?
Just more relaxed, more calm, and a better way of teaching. More instructors, so you can learn different things from each one.
Nice. Who was the instructor made the biggest impression on you?
Probably Tom Vant.
Tom Vant, and why so?
We're both from the South, so we get along a little better.
Yeah.
A little more fun.
Very cool.
But I had a great time with all of them.
Do you feel like the training was worthwhile?
Yeah.
It's all right. So, tell me a little bit about the training. Why do you think it was worthwhile?
It was easy to learn. None of it was complicated. All the instructors taught well, so it wasn't, hard to learn it.
And lots of hands-on? Did
Every
that every day?
Yep.
Make a big difference?
Oh, yeah.
So, Stephen, tell me how you found out about troop transition.
I think about on the website.
Through just searching on the internet?
Yeah.
And were
I
you...
seen them driving around, then I looked it up. So.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. What were you looking specifically to get into trucking?
Yes.
And why did you think troop transition was the right choice for you?
Sounded like the right way to go.
Why?
It was already paid for, and I could do it while I was in, so I didn't have to wait when I got out to get my CDL.
Perfect. So you were able to get your CDL through Troops to Truckers.
I was.
Perfect. So, what would you tell somebody else if they were considering the program?
Go for it.
Why?
Because it's great. You can do it at your own pace for the most part. You don't have to graduate in 12 weeks. You can graduate sooner if you get all the hours in.
And are you planning on using your CDL?
Yes.
Tell me what you're doing.
I'll probably be driving tankers for a company back home called Superior Trucking.
And you think that's going to set you up for a good transition into your civilian career?
Yep.
Perfect. Trying to think of... So tell me something I haven't asked you about since I don't have my cheat sheet.
I don't know.
Let me think. What's your biggest takeaway from your experience with troop transition?
Probably just all the things I've learned, like trip planning and stuff like that.
Would you tell me what you would tell somebody else that considering the program?
What the biggest thing I took away from was?
What if somebody was, say I'm one of the guys that served with you or females that served with you and they were looking at taking the Troops to Truckers program, but they weren't sure because they hadn't taken anyone, they hadn't talked to anybody else that had been in the training. What would you tell them about the program in general that would make them want to take it?
It's probably the best way you go about getting your CDL because it's covered under tuition assistance. Easy to learn. It's not hard at all. The instructors always work with you. If you can't figure it out, we'll just keep working with you until you do.
Nice.
And it doesn't take that long to get it done.
Did it make it easier to pass your DMV course?
Oh yeah.
So you felt really prepared?
Mm-hmm.
What would you change about the process?
I don't know.
No?
Probably not anything. I had a great time, so
Yeah.
no regrets, no complaints.
And you're driving back home tomorrow?
Yes.
And what are you going to do when you go back home?
Probably at first, before I start driving trucks, paint with my father-in-law.
Nice. Very nice. Trying to think of something else to ask you about. So the process of registration was easy?
Yeah.
any obstacles you ran into in the process?
Nope. I just walked into JEC and they gave me the paperwork. I filled it out, turned it in, and they said start tonight.
And you did.
Yeah.
How many weeks from start to finish?
It's supposed to be 12, but you can get it done sooner if you get the 270 hours in before.
Okay. And what kind of income are you expecting to make when you start driving?
About 55,000 a year.
So not a bad way to start with your first career right out of the military.
No.
All right. Anything else you can think of?
No.
So give me your name, your rank, and or what your position was, not necessarily your rank, but give me a little stat, and then give me a sentence or two as to how you would sum up your experience with troop transition. I know I'm a mean one, but
No, that's fine.
does he need to get out?
No.
Okay.
Corporel Stephen Edwards. I shoot artillery. I shot artillery, and it's about a sentence or two about the troops instructor.
Yeah, but if you'll do it, give it to me. I'll give me think about it for a second, and then if you will just say, troops to truckers, blah, 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 blah. So Stephen and all that, if you don't mind.
Troops Truckers was a great program. Able to learn everything you need to do to get your CDL and do it well and not worry about having to pass the DMV. And this sets you up for success in the real world when you get out.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.